Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I will start the first chapter of HS first year, that is some basic concepts of chemistry. So this is my first lecture. So in this lecture, first of all, you should know about the modern chemistry, who is known as the father of modern chemistry, Antony Lavoisier. He introduced modern chemistry during 16th and 17th century. So many contributions of him are known, as he wrote the elements of chemistry. It's a very great contribution to the chemistry, that in this book he mentioned about the 33 elements, and he wrote this book in 1787. He started first version of the law of conservation of mass, which is the basic principle for chemical combination. Then he recognized and named hydrogen and oxygen element. Then he helped create the metric system, which is used for the measurement of different properties. So because of these great contributions to the field of chemistry, he was known as the father of modern chemistry. Now, what is the importance of chemistry in our day-to-day life? Actually, chemistry plays a central role. When we start our daily life from morning till night, we have to face everywhere the gift of chemistry. Now let's see how it is related to different disciplines. Chemistry is related to pharmacy. Pharmaceutical chemistry is the study of drug, and it involves drug development. This includes drug discovery, delivery, absorption, metabolism, etc. So chemistry, Rasayan Bigyan, pharmaceutical chemistry লগত জড়িত হৈ থাকে, য'ত বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ ড্ৰাগৰ সংশ্লেষণ কৰা হয় বা তাৰ কোৱালিটিটো ডেভেলপ কৰা হয়. Then chemistry is also related to business and administration. So in business, different type of industries are established based on the chemistry. How it is possible? You see the textile industry, paper industry, cosmetic industry, wherever is the industry, to have the quality products, there should be a person who has the knowledge of chemistry. Suppose in the textile industry, what happens, so many dyes are used, so these dyes are chemicals, so a chemist can understand the quality of dyes which is fit for the textile industry. Similarly, in cosmetic also, to develop the property of the products, what happens, a chemist must be employed in the cosmetic industry. So in this way, business administration is related to chemistry. Then chemistry is related to medicine. Obviously, medicines are what? These are the chemicals. Okay, so in the chemicals, since it is chemicals, what happens in medicine companies like Cipla company, this is a medicinal company. So in all the medicine companies, what happens, there must be a person who has the knowledge of chemistry. That means a chemist must be present to analyze the medicine, for the composition of the medicine, and to develop different types of medicine. And a chemist can understand the composition of a medicine. Then chemistry is related to health, nutrition and environment. How? You see, for health nutrition, we take carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, all these things. So these are nothing but the chemicals. Carbohydrate contains carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Now you see, this carbon, hydrogen, oxygen comes from where? It comes from the chemistry. So all the health related foods or the nutrients, these are their chemical composition are related to chemistry. A chemist can understand proper composition of the health nutrition, that is the composition of the carbohydrates, composition of the proteins, composition of the vitamins. So if there is no chemistry, then the health nutrition is not possible. Now this chemistry is related to physics also. In physics, so there is electricity, then magnetic properties are studied. So these are related to chemistry. For example, electron movement is related to electricity, but this electron comes from where? Chemistry. So chemistry is interrelated with the physics. Then chemistry is related to pattern system, but for your standard you can drop this point, because this pattern system is related to the research purpose. Then chemistry is related to all new materials. So in the world, all different types of new materials are developing for the purpose of the mankind, to meet the need of different types of necessities of people. So of course all these new materials are related to chemistry, because their chemical composition can be studied only by a chemist. Then chemistry is related to biology also. So see how it is related to biology. So within the biological environment, what happens, how the chemistry is used. Suppose the hemoglobin molecule. In the hemoglobin molecule, if you study the structure of hemoglobin molecule, there is what? Iron metal. So many minerals are there which are needed for our body, like magnesium, sodium, cobalt, zinc. So these are the elements which are related to chemistry. So a person should have the knowledge of chemistry, then only he can be related to pharmacy, he can be related to business, then medicinal companies. Then as a doctor, he should have the knowledge of chemistry. A physicist should have the knowledge of chemistry. Okay, so if you see in everything around us, there is a chemistry. Okay, so without the knowledge of chemistry, the development of a country, the development of the human necessities is not possible. Then at first you should know a little bit about the chemistry subject. So it has different branches. Among these are some branches like general chemistry. In general chemistry, varieties of concepts are included. Just generally, it is used in the lower classes. Okay, where the different types of topic which are related to chemical composition, then chemical analysis is studied in general chemistry. Suppose we are talking about the importance of chemistry, it is also related to general chemistry. Then organic chemistry is a very important branch of chemistry, because this organic chemistry is the study of the carbon compounds, য'ত অকল কাৰ্বন যৌগবিলাকৰ বিষয়েহে অধ্যয়ন কৰা হয়। কাৰণ আমি জানো যে কাৰ্বনৰ অসংখ্য যৌগ আছে। সো সেইবোৰ যৌগ অধ্যয়ন কৰিবৰ কাৰণে আমাক এটা বিশেষ ব্ৰাঞ্চ খোলা হৈছে কেমিষ্ট্ৰিত, যাক আমি অৰ্গেনিক কেমিষ্ট্ৰি বুলি কোৱা হয়, জৈৱ ৰসায়ন বুলি কোৱা হয়। After all, it's a very important branch of chemistry. Then inorganic chemistry, in this branch, all the compounds are studied except the carbon compounds. In the periodic table, all the elements except carbon are studied in inorganic chemistry. Then analytical chemistry. Analytical chemistry deals with the application of theory to the practical field. So when we are using the chemical theory into our practical field, that is when like industrial field, when we use the chemistry, then we should that branch of chemistry is called the analytical chemistry. Then physical chemistry is related to different physical and chemical phenomena. Study of macroscopic and particulate phenomena is related to the physical chemistry. After that, biochemistry is related to the study of chemical processes within the living organisms. Okay, so জীৱবিলাকৰ ভিতৰত আমাৰ যিবোৰ ৰাসায়নিক প্ৰক্ৰিয়া চলি থাকে সেইবোৰৰ অধ্যয়নটো ক'ত কৰা হয়, বায়োকেমিষ্ট্ৰিত কৰা হয়. Next, you see, you should have the knowledge of the atom at the preliminary stage when you are going to study the chemistry, because chemistry starts from atom. In chemistry, we study the chemical combination, chemical composition, chemical analysis. All these things are studied in chemistry. So first of all, this atom was introduced by Dalton. Concept of atom was given by Dalton. So first you see the picture. What happens? At the center, the red one is the nucleus, and around the nucleus this electron is moving, which is denoted by the blue color ball. Okay, so this electron is moving around a circular path around the nucleus. So this is the concept of atom. Now you see, when the electron is in the higher orbit and it comes to the lower orbit, the energy is released. Now it is moving in the lower orbit, and when it comes to the higher orbit, then it absorbs the energy. Now this is the three-dimensional concept of atom. Earlier it was two-dimensional concept. Here it is three-dimensional concept around the nucleus. So there are so many orbits along which the electron is moving in this way in three dimension. That means along x, y and z direction. Then these atoms combine to form the molecules, and these molecules combine to form the matter. So atom is the smallest particle of matter which is indivisible according to Dalton. For example, this is the sodium atom and this is chlorine atom. They will combine to form the sodium chloride molecule, and these sodium chloride molecules combine to form sodium chloride crystal. So পৰমাণু বিলাক লগ লাগি অণু গঠন হয় আৰু অণুবোৰ লগ লাগি পদাৰ্থ গঠন হয়. সোডিয়াম আৰু ক্লোৰিন পৰমাণু লগ লাগি সোডিয়াম ক্লোৰাইড অণু গঠন হৈছে, আৰু এই বিভিন্ন বহুত সোডিয়াম ক্লোৰাইড অণু লগ লাগি সোডিয়াম ক্লোৰাইডৰ ক্ৰিষ্টেল হৈছে. Now this sodium chloride looks like this in practical situation. You can all of you are familiar to this sodium chloride crystal. আমাৰ যেটো ঘৰত তোমালকে ব্যৱহাৰ কৰা লবণ, সেই লবণটো হৈছে সোডিয়াম ক্লোৰাইড, যেটো দেখিবলৈ বগা টাইপৰ ক্ৰিষ্টেল আকাৰৰ, আৰু কিন্তু তুমি যদি ইয়াৰ ৰাসায়নিক বিশ্লেষণ কৰি চোৱা তেতিয়া হলে ইয়াৰ গঠনটো কেনেকৈ হৈছে, সোডিয়াম আৰু ক্লোৰাইড পৰমাণু লগ লাগি কেনে এই সোডিয়াম ক্লোৰাইড টো গঠন হৈছে. So this thank you for today, and thank you for watching this video, and in the next video I will come with a new topic. Till then, bye, keep watching and keep learning. Thank you.